Hello and welcome back to Mechabellum. I have a replay of a game that I played earlier. So figured I would cast this and see if this is more your style or if you guys enjoy the live cast that I've been doing. Let me know in the comments below. For this episode, I will be taking the Giant Specialist. My opponent's still figuring out what he wants, and he takes the Training Specialist. Alrighty. Go back over here. Go over here. Alrighty. So, we start with Sledgehammer and Void Eyes. And my opponent starts with Crawlers. Now, in the thumbnail, you probably already know what's going to happen in this game. But, opponent goes for Training Specialist, and he starts Steel Ball with Hounds. I pick up some additional units of Void Eyes for round 1. So I have 2 Void Eye packs and 2 Sledgehammer packs and 3 Crawlers. Opponent decides to go for Crawlers as his third item or third unit in round 1. Alrighty. Oh, it's still thinking about what to do next. He's got 150 money floating. What's he doing? He decides to get an additional set of Crawlers. He still has the training available to level up something. Is he going to do it? No, he is not. Ugh. My allergies are acting up today. Steel balls lock onto the Sledgehammers left side. Has 2 Sledge and a Void Eye over there trying to take on way too much. Alright, these Void Eyes are tearing apart these steel balls. I've been using the Void Eye a lot since I came to Season 4, and I think it's in a pretty good spot right now. The opponent gets both my towers, so we're going to lose this round. Pretty hard. Oh. It's so dusty here. Just like that, round 1 goes to the opponent. Round 2, we get some cards. I'm going to take the Wasp Swarm. Opponent is thinking about his choice here. I also go for the Storm Callers and some Void Eyes. Opponent skips, getting that extra money. I put the Storm Callers down by my tower at the bottom. I put a missile right on top of my tower because I'm trying to funnel all of his units into a single spot, which is why I got the Stormcallers to help maximize the Stormcaller damage. They all funnel into one spot. They were getting hung up for quite a while. And I felt the missile was in a good spot to do the maximum amount of damage I could once everything collapses onto my Sledgehammers. Opponent goes for a Wraith. Top left. Puts it behind his tower, so it's going to take a while to get to us. I put the Wasp Swarm in the back, but no matter how you cut it, Wasps are not going to beat a Wraith. And I'm not sure what the opponent is waiting for here. I guess he's trying to figure out what he wants to use his training intensive on. Ah, he uses on the Crawlers on the far back left. It's weird. Wasps come in. Zoom in here on the action. Stormcallers are doing a massive amount of damage on all these stacked up units. As you can see, they go down quite quickly. And the Void Eyes are going to clean up. Look how fast we dealt with this. We had Stormcaller and a Void Eye added on the right. That was all that changed. Get to the tower. Fortunately, we have nothing that shoots up. So my opponent is going to destroy my tower. Debuff ends. We lose our tower. And that should be the end of the match. We're going to get this other tower over here as well. There he goes. And we're just going to speed it up because we have to wait for this unit to finish off all my units. Wasps are doing their best shooting at this thing, but it's going to clear all the ground before it goes down. We didn't even get it at half HP with those 3 wasps. Okay, opponent takes a second intensive training. I'm thinking about this. I go with the efficient tech research. I leveled up some of my Void Eyes. What else happened? We decided to get Phoenix. I'm thinking about flanking with the Phoenix, but I decided not to do that. I undo. Instead of going Phoenix, I get more crawlers. Put my missile back down. Opponent gets a second Wraith. I try flanking with these crawlers, but he just put the Wraith here, so I'm thinking I can get to the tower. And that's not really going to work out for me. Opponent has 100 money left. What is he going to do with that money? Is he going to use the intensive training to level up something? He levels up more crawlers to level 3. Okay, his crawlers are getting pretty nasty. He puts a missile on the left side. Alright. Right side flank, my crawlers are going to die to that Wraith. I decided to go aerial mode on the Void Eyes this round because I saw that he had aerial Wraith. I was like, well, I was going to get the Phoenix, but instead of getting the Phoenix, I decided to take to the skies on my Void Eyes. Let's see how this works out for me, if at all. Okay, we take care of the right side. Left side's still a problem. They're going to get my tower on the left. There goes the tower. These Void Eyes are taking on this Wraith and gets obliterated. Absolutely rocked. Units on the bottom here are getting mauled by crawlers, so we lose pretty hard here. The reason that I went to the skies on the Void Eyes is looking at the Wraith. He doesn't run range technology. I go for the level 3 Typhoon here. Opponent is going to go for the same thing. But I was looking at the text on his Wraith. I noticed that he didn't run range. So I was like, okay. And then I looked at the Void Eyes range. The Void Eyes range is like 90 meters. So I decided I can outrange his Wraiths. So I decided to go aerial mode with the Wraith. Or with the Void Eyes to take on the Wraiths. He picks up the Typhoon. I put the Typhoon on the right side to handle this Wraith over here on this side, since I lost to the battle with the Void Eyes. Stormcallers pick up a level, but I decide not to do that. Instead, I decide to spend my money elsewhere. I get a Marksman. Put the Marksman on the left. And then I undo it and decide no Marksman, Void Eye. So I level up and get attack enhancement for my side of the board. We still have 150 money left. I decided to finally put the Void Eyes on the right side here to go up against this Wraith. The opponent uses his intensive training to level up the Typhoon to level 4. I level up the storm or the sledgehammers on front, and I put a bubble on the left. Try to slow down the enemies. Right side, we chew through the front lines with our Void Eyes plus the Typhoon, clearing out the chaff. Enemy chaff on the ground is still powering through my front lines because he has a level 3 crawler there. Right side, we obliterate this Wraith in 1.5 seconds. Now we're up against the level 4 Typhoons. It's taking on my air and my ground forces, and it should go down here. Boom, there it goes. Now on the left side, we have a crawler eating away at my tower, and we have a Wraith shooting at my shield. It is now going after my army. These crawlers here are going after my tower. We finally debuff the enemy. We take the round, I believe, here. This is still a level 2 Wraith up against a level 3 Typhoon. Yeah, I think we got this. And the crawler goes down finally. And we strike back on round 4 for the first time. We get a level on the Typhoon and on the Void Eyes. Opponent goes for the haste module here. I believe I decide to go for additional slot. So now I have 3 deployments where he has 2. He slaps the haste module on his Typhoon. It is now doing 594 every 0.2 seconds. And it has 47,000 life. It's pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. I decided to do something interesting here. I decided to go suppression shots on the Void Eyes. It gives them a little bit more range of 15. I actually undo the technology. But it would give them 15 range, and it would, when they hit an enemy, it reduces the enemy range for 30% in 2 seconds. So instead of going suppression shots, I decided to elite recruit 3 more packs of Void Eyes. I put 1 on the left and 2 more on the right. I do love the undo feature. It is so nice when you start, allocating your funds and you realize, oh, that's not going to work. And then you have to backtrack. Sometimes I'll even go as long as 30 seconds left and I'll change up my entire plan. All right, here we go. Opponent goes for Phoenix. He's got 2 sets of Phoenix now on the left side. Right side here. I decided to go for this angle here because you can see what's going on a little better. Right side, we just get absolutely demolished. Left side, all that's left is his air unit and his Typhoons. And the Typhoons are holding the ground. Obliterates all the stuff in the air. Now it's my Typhoon versus his Typhoon. He's going to get my tower here. His air units are taking out my back line. My Typhoon's going to try to hold it down. Let's see how he does. We get the tower at the perfect spot. He's holding. Is he going to survive? Oof. Now they debuff us. And my Typhoon goes down pretty quick. Boom. Okay. Round 6. Unit reinforcements come in. I'm thinking, well, he's got a lot of chaff. I need more chaff. So I pick the level 4 Fangs. My opponent goes for the level 5 Sabertooth. Okay, he puts it on the right side with the level 5 Typhoon. This is the round I decided to go range enhancement on my Void Eyes. So now we're sitting at 130 range on the Void Eyes. versus 60 range Wraiths and 120 range Phoenix. And these Typhoons are packing 100 range as well. I level up a lot of my units. I put 2 of the level 4 Fangs on the left, 1 of the level 4 Fangs on the right. Opponent goes for shields on the Typhoons. I pick up 3 more sets of chaff. 3 more sets of crawlers. I put them on the back lines. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of crawlers and 3 sets of fangs for chaff. Opponent just has 5 sets of crawlers, 6 sets of crawlers. He also has these hounds, which are pretty much chaff at this point. He ends up getting a marksman on the right side. No marksman on the left. It's just Phoenix on the left, marksman on the right. And now my units, these Void Eyes, will sit back comfortably. And they just pick apart this Sabertooth on the right. Sabertooth doesn't really do anything. It only does 1,300 damage. Which is terrible for a level 5 Sabertooth. The Wraith disappears in a blink of an eye. And now we are smashing through these shields. The level 5 or level 6 Typhoon is now stuck on the level 4 Typhoon. They're tanking pretty good. And these Void Eyes are just destroying absolutely everything. On the left side, we have a small pack of Void Eyes fighting against these air units. And 1 shot apiece and they're gone. This set of Void Eyes did so much damage. 38,000 that round. Alright, we get more drops for reinforcements here. I'm going to take the advanced defensive tactics, which is going to increase the HP of my units. And then I start leveling up my Typhoon and all of my Void Eyes. Opponent takes Fortified Mustangs. He doesn't even have Mustangs on his board at this point. He noticed that I go a lot of air units, though. I pick up the technology Energy Absorption. So now when my units shoot, they also convert their damage to HP, and they get a 40% HP buff. I get 3 more sets of Void Eyes. And I start distributing them around the board. These Void Eyes are, let's see, level 1s are at 1100 damage and 2300 HP, and the blue ones are 2257 damage and 4600 life, and the level 3s are 3300 damage, almost 3400, and 7600 life. And they shoot pretty quick. 3.2 seconds a shot times 3. Opponent puts down a missile, but I have the fangs here to intercept. Those backline units right there are still distracting his units for quite a while. It actually gives us time to destroy the front line. Go top down so you guys can see. There we go. Opponent on the right is absolutely doing his best to push into it. Got the Wraith and the Typhoons on top of one another here. These Typhoons keep getting stuck on my Typhoons, and the Void Eyes just pick these units apart. All his tanky units are now gone on the right. On the left side, all of his air units are getting destroyed by my long range. Alright. Unit drops again on round, what is this, 8? Yeah, round 8. I'm looking at all these units and I'm thinking, well, I need something tanky. And the level 3 Rhino, I think, is the best shot. I see that he has melting points, but I'm pretty confident in my ability to deal with the melting points with the Void Eyes. And I think the best thing that would help my army is the Rhinos. So that's what I go for. I decided to get Rhino, and I believe I give them Whirlwind here to help clear out some of this chaff so we can get our Void Eyes onto the more important targets. Left side, the opponent still has not ranged his Phoenix. He put armor on the Wraith, but that doesn't make a difference to the Void Eye. He puts a Rhino on the back side, back corner on the left and the right. Doesn't give them any techs, so it's not going to work out too well for him. He's going to take out these crawlers pretty quick, though. I decided to get more crawlers, 3 more sets to be specific. And I start distributing them around the board. I get oil for the right side. Opponent levels up his dogs, his hounds on the front line. He's got 2 sets of Mustangs, which he put range and anti-aerial specialization on. He now picks up another Mustang. I have 150 resources. I'm trying to figure out what to do with them. I level up the Sledgehammer to level 3 on the left. Opponent, I also add a missile on the right side to take care of these Mustangs. And here we go. Right side, the steel balls are still level 1, get absolutely destroyed. Left side, all my chaff is coming in, holding the enemy at bay. Right side, my rhinos are getting in, holding down the fort, and the Whirlwind Rhino is slicing up those Typhoons pretty good with the AoE attacks. And we just crush through on the right side. You get the tower already. Left side, long range is just absolutely picking him apart. Even with the Mustangs, he had no chance. And yeah, we take the level here. This is about 1200, 1300 MMR. And yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sets of Void Eyes. So 30 Void Eyes. Just crushed this board. He couldn't do anything about it. Some of these were doing 100 and 120, 101,000. This guy was one of the last ones I made, did 21,000. This one's 150,000, 123,000, 89. Yeah, all of these did stupid amounts of damage. This one did 159,000, 76. So I'm thinking the Void Eye is pretty damn strong. And this right here is the maximum range you could get with the Void Eye. I ended up teching suppression shots in rounds 7 and 8. And the suppression shots puts the Void Eye at 160 meters of range. And it reduces the enemy's attack range as well. And it's just absolutely brutal. Yeah, I mean, these are like aerial marksmen. I mean, these feel like Phoenix, right? If he had gone range on the Phoenix, he would have gotten 160 meter range, which is now what the Void Eyes are sitting at. Alternatively to energy absorption, you could run shield just like the Phoenix, the energy shields. But yeah, I've been enjoying the Void Eye quite a bit. It's been a hell of a unit. It's filling some crazy roles. It does really good into steel balls early on. These steel balls on the left never even leveled throughout the entire game. The one on the right hit level 2, I guess, this last round. So yeah, I don't know what this person could have done better. I think if he had range on the Wraith, it might have been a different story. But since he was at 60 meters, and then we run the Void Eyes at 160, we have 100 extra range on him. Plus, we remove 30% of his range. So he's sitting at like 50, 45 meter range, and we're just picking them apart without ever taking any damage. And if we did take damage, we would just heal it back. So yeah, it was a weird game for sure. I didn't like my opponent's choices, but this one unit absolutely crushed. And I couldn't believe it. The Void Eye feels pretty strong. And if you haven't already, try these techs on the Void Eye. I strongly recommend them. And yeah, you can just stack this unit and just absolutely obliterate in some games. Of course, if the opponent gets ahead of you, it's going to be really hard to come back from that. But the opponent did crush me for the first 3 rounds in this game, and I still came back with the Void Eye and absolutely dominated. So there you go. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.